Welcome back to the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex as we prepare for an evening of football in the Vere National Premier League. And first up on the agenda, Molynes United against Vere United. For Molynes United, they say that unity is strength, and they'll be hoping to put out a united front as they take the field again. A team that plays attractive football and with a little bit of flair. They really came into their own the latter part of last season, didn't they, Molynes United? And you reckon that they would be considered the complete opposite to Vere United, and you would affiliate them with the words stubborn and you know, concrete at the back, because yeah, they don't let a lot of goals in, but they don't score a lot either. And you suspect that once again it's going to be a battle between attack and defense. And there they are, lining up and heading out to the middle. Molynes United in their traditional blue. You have to love the kits this year. Vere United in their traditional green and yellow trimmings. Chris Taylor, again, let's talk about this match in particular. Based on what they did last season, what are your expectations?
Molynes very good on the attacking end of things. Were 4th or 5th in terms of the goal scoring charts last season. The fact that Nicholas Nelson is not there, I think, will dampen their impetus up front. Yes, they have a quality striker in Jason Wright, but it will be good to see how they adjust with the likes of Tevin Scott now coming in. Wasn't very fluent last season. But yeah, Vere United, the second lowest scoring team last season. Only Chapelton scored less.
Alexi Perry is the man in charge of this one. Joshua Jackson and Rolanza Bennett will assist him. Cabell Banton is the 4th official.
You look at Vere United, you'd love to see them do a lot better at the attacking end of things. But since they've come back into the Premier League, goal scoring has always been a challenge for them. The king of 1-0 results throughout the course of their recent history. And that's the point. Molynes did a double over them last season. That's another point of note.
Maximus Davis is between the sticks. Jaheim Palmer, Sir Gene Frankson, Taraj Andrews and Enrique Gordon from Falkland, who impressed for a failing unit last season, has been drafted by Molynes United this season. Javon Brown, Jeremy Nelson, Marvin Williams making his debut in the middle of the park alongside Rashawn Livingston, and they will play behind strikers Tevin Scott and, as we mentioned so many times before, their leading man Jason Wright, who scored 14 goals last term. As far as Vere United is concerned, they'll have a 4-3-3 formation. Roger Williams is back between the sticks. They have Steve Pinnock, Alvin Strawn, Donovan Clark and Kemoy Phillips as the back four. So Jay Graham will hold that midfield and will give a free roll to Lamar Neal and Xavier Brown up top. Davian Pinnock on the left, formerly of Chapelton, and Ricardo Dennis on the right. Usually he comes off the bench, but he starts the first game here for Vere United. Jason Dyer through the middle.
Yeah, a lot of familiar faces for Vere United. Fakibi Farkason not able to make it into the starting lineup, but yeah, limited resources, generally a thing for Vere United, but so far Linval Dixon and Jermaine Douglas have done well with what they have had, and amazing to me that they even managed to stay in the Premier League last season. Can they do better this year? The Clarendon-based team. But Molynes United, very good at the attacking side of things. I'm interested to see how well they do defensively this year.
And we are on the way here at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. Molynes United in the full blue kit, getting the action on the way here. And Jaheim Palmer already set to take the throw in. It's the start of this new season, sponsored by Rare Neville. And Vere United in the Rare Neville colours, actually in the green and yellow, hoping to make a proper impression here. Let's see what they can do in transitioning. Now the whistle went, and it's a free kick that goes the other way.
As we said, Vere only scored 15 goals last season and couldn't manage to find the back of the net against this Molynes team in 2 matches. losing 1-0 and 4-0. Alex Thomas dominating the Vere team. He was at the helm last season as well. As they look to be, he was quite proud of his team.
Brown sends it long inside the area, and it's built, and the whistle goes. There was a shot that had to be cleared off the line, but Roger Williams was in some problems there, and yeah, was bailed out, but that's not a proper clearance at all. And here's a shot from Tevin Scott, and it goes high and wide. Williams sporting a new hairstyle, has to be careful there. Here he was advancing and couldn't quite get there. He was sandwiched.
Yeah, backing into the goalkeeper as well. Good call by the official.
And that certainly rattled him afterwards, because he didn't make a good clearance with the free kick that he received. Experience would have informed him just to take his time and resettle.
No surprise that Molynes on the front foot right away. They would be very confident against this Vere unit. Yes, it's the first match of the season, but recent results have favoured them.
Frankson letting the ball loose to Scott, but Scott loses it. Wright getting a touch out wide. And Scott having that one deep. Not afraid to recycle again, Molynes United. Taraj Andrews going a little bit too long. There is Linville Rudy Dixon, former national footballer. He's the man in charge of this Vere United team. Defensively stubborn as he was back in the day. Would have been part of that Reggae Boys squad to the 1998 FIFA World Cup in France. As Molynes United looking to transition again, touched inside to right, and the flag goes up. I believe it was Scott who was initially in an offside position.
Good to see both those players linking up early. I'm very interested to see how Scott teams up with Jason Wright. Very intelligent player, Jason Wright. Tevin Scott was at Portmore United last season, scored 2 goals. Different kind of player to a Nicholas Nelson, a lot more physical. Tevin Scott. Nelson a quicker forward. But the chemistry between Wright and Nelson was excellent, especially towards the back end of last season.
Yeah, they knew each other really well.
Yeah,
and developed that relationship.
21 goals between the two.
Almost swept to Ricardo Dennis over on the right-hand side, but they'll start again, Vere United. Dennis trying to switch the play. And running back to retrieve it from an offside position there over on the far side. Davian Pinnock, formerly of Chapelton. Player wearing the number 28. There he is, still staying within the parish.
Yeah, Chapelton not staying within the Premier League.
True story, sad story. They had a dramatic season last season.
Yeah, they had enough quality and resources to give you the impression that they will be back. Lots of resources at their disposal, Chapelton. We hope that continues, because as you say, you want to see the competitive nature, especially in Tier 2, putting pressure on these Premier League teams, and not only coming in and being up and making up numbers, but adding something to the Premier League and challenging for spots. So from a Treasure Beach and Limehall perspective, that will be something to look out for in this current season.
Vere United trying to transition. There's a foul. Catching Sergini Frankson. Yeah, too much on that one for Palmer. from Frankson. Molynes United really would like to keep the possession as best as possibly can in order to work out the opportunities, but right now Vere United defending stubbornly. Good work by Phillips to intercept that one. Dennis goes all the way back to Roger Williams. We're not going to be speaking about the hairstyle of Roger Williams.
You're not? Okay.
It's interesting.
Certainly can be seen.
Oh, yeah. Easily identifiable.
Very similar to what Colin Anderson had last season. Colin Anderson, the Cavalier forward. Same colour.
Ball over the top. An opportunity here for Vere United. And it's off the bar. Brilliant stuff from the youngster Pinnock. Over on that far side, cutting inside, taking the shot, but the woodwork was in the way.
Nice build-up play. And this is where Molynes have been weak over the last couple of seasons, giving up opportunities. Lovely strike. Goalkeeper beaten, certainly. And luckily for him, the crossbar was there to save him.
Brown just
Davis
running into traffic there and was caught. Free kick to Molynes United in a dangerous spot here, Chris Taylor.
Yeah, and Brown from this same kind of area can produce. Played left back a couple of seasons ago, Javon Brown, but we always thought that going forward he had a lot more to offer.
One of the better passers in the league, in my opinion.
Yeah, has the ability to score, has an eye for goal, even though it doesn't look like he'll be favoured for this kick.
Yeah, they're going for the right-footed option, you'd think, of Jeremy Nelson.
Brother of Nicholas Nelson, Jeremy, did score 4 goals last season.
Well, the ball has been constructed by Vere United, and we think it's going to be Nelson to go for it. It is Nelson! It's wide of the mark. But Jay Williams looked pretty comfortable in goal, though. Not quite a skip across to his right. Such was his confidence, I suppose, that it was always going to miss the target.
Started off target. But yeah, the pace behind it was good. Trajectory not bad, but just needed to start it on target.
Trying to win that one in the middle of the park, Lamar Neal, and he does come away with it. And it goes long from Javier Brown, and Molynes United trying to get out of their own defensive third, and they should be able to do so now. Vere looking a little bit more confident in their play. Trying to send that one further up the flank, and the whistle goes. And the call goes against Vere United. I'm a little uncertain as to what exactly took place there, but as long as he's certain, I guess that's all that matters. Was there a flailing arm or some other indiscretion? Maybe. Brown asked to give chase, and he does in beating the challenge. Cuts it back to the top of the box. Right, hesitated, and that moment there, I saw him lose the possession because he really didn't have much time. Not a bad game so far as we're heading towards the 12th minute. Again, they lose possession in a dangerous spot. But Vere United, they managed to recover quickly. Haven't seen a lot from Enrique Gordon over on that far side. I really do like when he's in the attacking third. Was a real standout for Falkland last term.
4 goals, love to overlap as well.
That's Frankson, by the way, on screen. But yeah, love to overlap. Enrique Gordon.
Whereas the number 5 does, Gordon. And yeah, you did say last season, Donald, that it was just a matter of time before another club swooped him up.
Trying to play that one first time inside, Scott. And he went down in stages. And we'll get the free kick. Xavier Brown.
When Brown and Neal are playing together, I think Vere look a lot more solid in the middle. They do create a lot more as well. They have a good partnership in the middle of the park. Last season, both suffered with injuries. And at times when one was playing, the other was missing for most of the season. But I'm glad that from a Vere perspective, both are able to start.
Kept inside before the shot went outside.
Not regular goal scorers, but both of them do add a bit of solidity and some form of creativity going forward. Eugene Big Head Williams, the head coach of Charlie Smith, having a look. Charlie Smith, of course, unfortunately for them, failing to make it through to the second round of the Manning Cup.
Yeah, so he has a lot of time on his hands now.
In what was deemed the group of death. Surprisingly, no third place team coming out of that group. Just Kingston College and Hydel qualifying. Charlie Smith and Calabar out.
This one's straight through, but the offside flag is up. And it's up against Jason Dyer, the former BB Cook captain and striker.
2 goals last season for Dyer. You'll be hoping to have a better season this year. Just 15 goals for Vere. That's certainly an area of concern. And when you look at their squad, they haven't added much at that end of the park, Donald.
Well, not any addition with experience as well.
Yeah. Even youngster Dustin Cohen, who was a pretty, well, had a good season with Denby in terms of his goal scoring, not in the squad.
Wonderful stuff by Brown as he seeks to switch the play, but Williams is out and should eat up a few more seconds.
Also their leading goal scorer from last season, Brian, who ended with, I think, with 3 goals. He's not in the squad either.
Lovely touch from Neal. Gets a free kick. Marvin Williams sticking close to him, knowing how dangerous he can be. Time for the free kick. Vere United in the 16th minute. Here it comes. Goes too long. Disappointing expressions there. 50-50 almost the possession. Pretty close so far in this encounter between Molynes United and Vere. Well, here they are coming forward again. Vere United, Graham, and now Neal. And Neal trying to play that one through, just evading Ricardo Dennis, who had made that run inside the area. But again, Vere United with an opportunity here. Free kick to Molynes United now. And wasted. Vere United. Oh, he couldn't keep that one in play. And the throw will go in favour of Molynes United. Sprightly start though by the team considered to be more defensive minded than the rest. Yeah, he went down under the challenge, Tevin Scott. Here is Gordon, has some space to run into. Enrique Gordon tried to poke that along the channel.
Going on one of those mysterious runs that you like to see, Donald. Gordon, of course, Falkland relegated, so.
Here is Neil on it, finding Dennis, so that's a lovely first touch. Neil playing that one through. Is that the opportunity here? The flag finally goes up. And again, Dyer denied by the assistant referee. Now it goes the other way. Molynes United charging forward. Jason Wright on it. Wright goes down on the edge of the box, was looking for a call. Referee Perry waves it off.
Good defending in the end from Vere United. Definitely see what Jason Wright was trying to do. Realized that two defenders were converging on him. Just wanted it to go across his body or through his legs and then come inside onto that left foot. But as I said, Vere stubborn in defense. No surprise considering their coach.
Here's Neil. Now it's with Dennis. Dennis back to Neil inside the area. To the byline. This is a big opportunity for Vere. Can they score? No, they cannot. Molynes United again, robbing them almost at the doorstep. Oh, they're showing so much attacking intent so far, Vere United, in this game. And you wonder if it's only a matter of time before they go ahead.
This was the opportunity at the other end. Yeah, that was an excellent challenge there. Had Jason Wright gotten in onto that left foot, he would have been point blank on goal. And based on his form, you'd expect him to finish. So intelligent defending, very easy to get that wrong as well. You'd have to say good defensive work at both ends in terms of closing down the opportunity, not even allowing a shot on target. From a Molynes perspective, they certainly need to do a lot better defensively this year. They haven't really added any players into their back line in terms of new personnel, but you hope a better response. 48 goals they conceded last year, that's just way too much if you're looking to go higher than 9th in the table.
Phillips along that line. Phillips again. Challenge was deemed to be illegal. Free kick for Vere United now. And Brown behind this, looking to provide good service. It's not a bad one at all. Point blank range. Neil should have done better there. And Maximum Davis, he was relieved there in the end to hold on to it.
Yeah, lovely save. Maximum effort from Maximus.
Ball coming inside and the header.
End-to-end action.
It is. Jason Wright getting there, but he was under pressure.
Yeah. There's got to be goals in this. Look at this for delivery. That was beautiful. Towards the 6-yard area. And it wasn't easy for Neil because he was going away from it to kept his eye on it right throughout, though. And the header on target, Davis in the right position, though, to make the save. Pretty open game.
Yep, it has been. Maximus Davis had to come off his line to get that one. It was under a bit of pressure. And they may come under a little bit more pressure now with Vere United having the throw over on that far side. Arnett Gardens presently getting the last of the sunset on this Monday. And as we approach the dying embers of this afternoon, Vere United and Molynes United still locked at 0-0. Braxton had lost out, and it goes the other way. And Dyer is running forward, and Neil couldn't quite capture it in his path. Can hear the encouragement from the Vere United bench. Jermaine Douglas in his interview really set the bar low for his team. So I suppose anything of a particular standard would be a surprise based on what was said by the assistant coach.
Well, he said he certainly wanted to start better this season. And what he means by that, when you look at Vere United in their first 5 games last season, 2 draws and 3 losses. So just 2 points from 5 games really just wasn't good enough. They were behind the 8 ball right away.
Well, they're hoping to strike here. And that should go out into touch for a goal kick.
Yeah. And to think only 3 wins in 26 matches last season. Amazing that they still remained in the Premier League. 12 draws.
I think they had the most draws.
Second most.
Second most.
Behind
yeah.
Portmore. Portmore United had 14, but
that was a stretch for Portmore United as well.
As well. Quite a few clean sheets as well. But yeah, 12 draws from the 26 games, just 3 wins. And partly because, as we've mentioned so many times, they have struggled at the attacking side of things, struggled to score goals. And I would have thought in the transfer window, that era primarily is where they would have looked to pay most attention. But it just hasn't happened for them, as you said, still a club with limited resources. And I guess more times than not, they have found ways not to lose.
Which after a while became so relevant for them last season. There's a ding to the edge of the box. Goes down again. The whistle goes though. Before Wright took that punishing shot. Yep, it's a beautiful afternoon here at Arnett Gardens, with that glow over the field at the moment. And Williams, cool under pressure. The ball didn't quite bounce through in his favor, but he improvised well. Neil, lovely collection there by Phillips. Neil will try again. Brown. Donovan Clark. And Pinnock. And Neil. And Brown. Goes long. Nice touch from Dennis. There's the overlap. Read well. Ball coming inside. Should have been a much better delivery here.
Yep, disappointing from Phillips in the end. does have a good delivery from those right winged areas. Kemoy Phillips. But this time it just wasn't to be. But as you can see in the middle of the park, Neal and Brown, great combinations. I like to see when they get a little bit more adventurous and at least one of them get forward. I think when two of them sit deep, you don't see the best of Vere. So they might have to stagger their midfield play as Maximus Davis is down. Do you smell the jerk going around as well, Donald?
I am smelling it, and I think Janae is somewhere about the place near him. Janae, what's happening?
Donald, I have a better chance at getting some of this jerk chicken than you do. I am with the jerk chicken man that is always at Arnett. Sir, what's your name?
Mark Stinnett.
Okay, Mark, you've been here for a while. Is this for the first match people or the second match people? Because this don't look like it's ready yet.
First and the second match, man.
Okay, so you say come on down.
Come on down.
Okay, wait. So which part your boss there? Boss, come on, man. So tell me how you prepare the chicken for these matchups to come down to Arnett. What kind of seasoning you use?
Oh, my season, secret seasoning.
Oh.
Secret spice me have, you know.
So what happened? If there's not a match on Monday, where are you selling? Where can the people find you?
I have it up at Mecca.
Okay, you're here, you can get a jerk chicken and you can go and party. But we can't leave this central without talking to the original Soapy. Soapy, everybody comes here. Everybody comes here for soup. I need to know, what do you put in the soup?
Well, I use chicken foot, cow skin, soup born, and round red, pumpkin, yam, cocoa, sweet potato, dumpling.
Yeah. All right. So I need to tell me a little secret. You can give one soup to everybody at SportsMax?
Depends on how much.
Okay, well, I'll get back to you on that. Well, this is the small little food central at the corner of the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. When you reach, if you want a jerk chicken, if you want soup or jerk chicken, you can come down here. Back to you.
Yeah, I'd love some myself. My throat is getting a little dry. But back to the live action here. You didn't miss any football. There's a water break, or a bit of a water break. I'm not sure if it was an official water break, but the players did refresh themselves. Not with jerk chicken or soup, mind you, but yes.
Not that we know of.
No.
I'm a bit jealous.
A little, yes. Molynes United, they have been on the back foot for the majority of the first half, as Brown trying to thread the passes throughout, and there was a late challenge coming in on that looked to be Pinnock, I believe, who was cut down.
It was Graham, actually.
Yeah, the holding midfielder.
Yeah.
Brown to deliver. There's a dink inside. An opportunity here that's cleared away. Scott was prevalent in Molynes United getting out of trouble there. And Molynes United, they have a free kick. They've decided to just start from the back. Lovely switch over to this side, and the ball played inside the box. The keeper is in no man's land. Brown plays it back to Palmer. Not clear properly. Still a chance here, and he holds on at the second attempt to Jay Williams, who certainly comes with a lot of drama in his own penalty area at times.
Lucky to get away with that. Just took too long, did Livingston, to decide what he was going to do. Then the topo. Just thought when Jabron Brown had Roger Williams committed there that he should have made that pass quickly a lot more quickly inside the 6-yard area. Instead, decided to play it out wide. And I thought he gave the Vere United team a chance to recover.
Williams looking for an outlet, asking for movement. Neil out wide, Dennis looking for the give and go. Neil with a shot, and then the resulting effort from Sujay Graham going high and wide.
Committing more players forward, that's a good sign for Vere United. As you can see, Lamar Neal involved as well at the high end of the pitch. Good for Vere, but the finish lacked quality. No surprise it was coming from the defensive midfielder. Need to see more 18-yard action coming from the likes of Ricardo Dennis. Such a talented player, you remember him from the days at Glenmuir. But hasn't lived up to the same promise since he's been in the Premier League. Just one goal last season, came very early, and then lost his place in the starting lineup. Good to see him back in. But I think his talent deserves more production.
Well, here's Livingston looking to produce another moment here on the right-hand side. Heading to the byline, goes down, and the referee, Perry, says that there was an infringement on the play. Free kick to Molynes United. Priscilla's thinking that maybe a yellow card should be shown.
Yeah, no way was he challenging for the ball. So what was Pinnock doing? Playing the man alone. Very lucky to get away with that. That should have been a yellow card to me. Yeah. Promising attack, not going after the ball any at all. And the tug on the shoulder. Perry in a lenient move.
Yeah, Clark probably just got away with one here. But maybe the team, maybe they don't get away with this. It's a free kick for Molynes United. And they can easily manufacture something here. 5 players for them inside the area. 6 actually inside the box. The wall constructed by Williams.
I like when Brown is a part of the dead ball.
Yep, he can deliver. That one slightly off target though.
Disappointing. Went for goal. Always was going to be a difficult angle. More should have come of that though.
Last season we were complaining so many times about the kits that the players were wearing, but for this season, really impressed by what we are seeing.
Numbers very visible. That
yes.
was, I think, the major issue, but they have improved that. Even with the 4 kits in the Sunday afternoon games, it was very obvious that the numbers were easily seen.
Livingston going on another run here, and challenge coming in. And it's a corner kick.
Again, there's a tug.
Yeah, Livingston could create some problems down that right-hand side. As long as he continues those sort of runs.
Clark certainly struggling to keep up.
First corner of the game, actually. And here it comes, and Williams holds on. Roger Williams and trying to set Dennis free. Now it goes the other end, right. Oh, does well to beat his marker. Right, on his left foot. There wasn't a lot of conviction there.
Played in the Youth World Cup of 2011, Jason Wright has played quite a bit of youth football for Jamaica, and that was a beautiful turn. Leading goal scorer for them last year. Just never looked confident on that left side though. He looked as if he wanted to cut in and ended up stretching in the end. Low center of gravity pace unassuming.
Lenny Hyde is in the building as he preps for his new club, Dunby Holden. A little bit later on, they'll be facing the home team, Arnett Gardens. What an assignment for him and for the team from St. Catherine. And there are some members of the home team, Arnett Gardens. They've changed management, coaching staff. Paul Tiga Davis no longer with them, neither Eric Rademacher. But they do have Xavier Gilbert, who has a lot on his plate, especially at the senior level, the women's level, being appointed as the interim coach of the Reggae Girls. Trying to tuck that one out around the corner, Jason Wright. Game just getting a little sloppy the last 5 minutes or so. But Vere United looking to resume quality. And referee whistle goes once more. Free kick to Molynes United. Gordon, certainly need to see more of him on an attacking front. Molynes United again. Neil lost it. Says he was clicked. Ball over the top looking for Wright. Clearance made by Brown. Picked up by Livingston. And no issues there at the back. Dyer to Neil. Neil swinging that over to the right-hand side. It's a good ball to Dennis. Dennis heads to the byline, sends this one across. Fabulous take. And the hand vital there by Davis.
Good goalkeeping from Davis. Couldn't hold on, but luckily for him, he palmed it to a teammate. More like that is what Vere need to see from Ricardo Dennis. Instinctive, the strike was always a difficult angle, but at least asked a question of Maximus Davis. He is that player that needs to come alive for Vere United in the 18-yard area. And in terms of goal scoring, Ricardo Dennis, based on the squad that we see Vere presenting.
Brown has lost it, and here's a cross inside, and Gordon shielding that one. He was not under a lot of pressure. Livingston does well to move by one challenge, finding Wright, who does well with the hold-up play. Now he's seeking support, twisting, turning, looking for options. There's an option out wide, dinked over the top. Will be able to get there, Palmer. He does, sends this one across, delightful delivery. There's no one at the back post for Molynes United though. That was clumsy from Vere. Ball touched inside and almost went across to Jakeem Palmer, who is so advanced. Now here is Brown. Referee says play on. Nelson, Brown on his left. Oh, that's a wonderful challenge coming in. Timed it to perfection, didn't he? And Strawn in the right place at the right time. And still down after that one. Brown.
Yeah, excellent challenge. Here was Javon Brown looking to get onto that left foot. Top challenge from Strawn. And do remember that Vere lost their outstanding national centre-back in Fitzroy Cummins from last season, who was a captain as well.
Yep.
So that was a big loss. He certainly helped them to many of those 12 draws.
Yes. Now at Mount Pleasant is Fitzroy Cummins. Actually came off the bench in the opener yesterday.
I was even surprised at that. But yeah, Strawn doing the job. Still like to see Brown though in those attacking positions, Javon Brown. I think that's a good move from the coaching staff of Molynes, Alex Thomas and company.
Donald Stewart,
yeah,
is now with Molynes United
in the coaching ranks.
Yep.
Also a part of the Jamaica College coaching staff at the schoolboy level. There's Brian Mighton, who is a manager for the Molynes team. Former goalkeeper and Jose Marti player as well, Brian Mighton.
We've seen a lot of activity in the first half, but no goals to show with about 2 minutes remaining. And I reckon that at least 3 minutes of stoppages will be played. At the very least. Here is Neil. I think Vere United, they've had the better of the chances so far in this first half. They have hit the woodwork as well through Pinnock. They've had a couple of other chances too, showing a lot of ambition, something that we haven't been used to seeing. So Jay Graham sends it out wide. It's a long journey to cut inside, and here's an effort from distance. Oh, that didn't miss by much. It's not the first time that he has let fly from distance. The captain, Javier Brown.
Yeah, always stretching though. Didn't get over the ball at all. Ambitious from that kind of range, Javier Brown, but yeah, not the worst strike. Still think he could have been a little bit more patient. It was a pretty good build-up from Vere on that occasion. And this Molynes defense has shown that they will give up a few opportunities here and there.
Well, Molynes United, can they transition now? We're hearing that 3 minutes will be played for stoppages. So they went with the least amount, I suppose, the officials. Another whistle on the play. Steve Pinnock did enough there. Graham. Clark inside to Brown. Brown again trying to switch the play. Couldn't find Dennis on that occasion though. Javon Brown, oh, that's a lovely take. Trying to poke that one through. And he has to recycle, or not. That's a nice turn. Moving away from two defenders. Then the dink over the top didn't quite work, but they get it back. Nelson feeds it out wide to Livingston. Could this be a chance for Molynes United? No, wasted. Story of the half so far.
He knows it, Livingston. Poor delivery in the end. But yeah, Molynes spreading the ball well. Javon Brown, a handful in the middle of the park on that left-hand side for the Molynes United team. Yes, Alex Thomas, who has some national football under his skin as well. Did play one game for the senior team and was the captain of the junior team for some while, the Reggae Boys. Alex Thomas.
Yeah, he was astounding at the junior level, I felt. Molynes United settled at the back. Vere United pressing, but beating the press, and Wright is so good at what he does. Just getting Brown into the action, and Brown tucking that one into space. And Wright not being allowed to turn on that occasion, but he progresses the play so well. Siobhan Brown. Oh, just off target there, and that is even more off target from Marvin Williams.
Just wondering if the reason Jason Wright left it was he heard a call from Tevin Scott, who was kind of shadowing the run, and allowed it to go through. Football IQ very high, Jason Wright. And as I said, does well in those link-up positions. Former Wolmerian, like Alex Thomas.
Yeah, he went into an offside position there, and that's has been acknowledged by referee Perry. Not too far away from the halftime whistle. In fact, it's here now, and he has seen enough of the first half. Not a bad game at all. There have been quite a few chances for both teams. Vere United maybe a little bit surprising based on what we saw from them last season. A lot more enterprising in this first half, and it's going to be interesting to see the story of the second half when that gets underway in less than 15 minutes time. But after 45, it's goalless here at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex between Molynes United and Vere United. So much to look forward to on the home of champions in terms of the UEFA Champions League on SportsMax. Tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock, 3 p.m. in the Eastern Caribbean. Sevilla up against Arsenal. And I'm sure the Gunners fans in particular are looking forward to that one. So too Inter Milan against FC Salzburg on SportsMax 2 at the same time tomorrow on Wednesday. Well, this is going to be an absolute classic, I think. Paris Saint-Germain against AC Milan. 2 o'clock Jamaica time, 3 in the Eastern Caribbean. That's going to be on SportsMax, while on SportsMax 2, Barcelona and Shakhtar Donetsk will meet for the first time, I believe, in the Champions League. Wednesday, 2 p.m., 3 p.m. ECT. Christiana not bailing me out of that one at all. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I think that is the case. Barcelona against Shakhtar Donetsk. Yeah, that's it for the promotions. And just to remind you of the scoreline here, Molynes United and Vere United locked at 0-0 after 45 minutes. And this is where I get Chris Taylor involved again, and he should help me out in terms of describing what happened in that first half. Who do you think had the advantage?
I think it was a pretty even contest. I thought in terms of how the building of the attacks, I thought no surprise that Molynes looked a little bit better, spread the ball a bit more. But yeah, Vere United did get a couple opportunities of their own. There you see Stefan Duar, who will take charge. He's on the right-hand side, Stefan Duar, referee at the FIFA level as well. He'll be in charge of the Arnett Dumble Holding game. And one of his long-time trainers in Peter Prendergrass, former FIFA referee, FIFA instructor, FIFA trainer as well in the house, having a look at what's going on. But yeah, I will agree with you that Vere United did show more this season than what we saw last season in terms of enterprise going forward. They were pushing more players forward. At times, it was Javier Brown pushing a little higher, sometimes Lamar Neal, and it helped them. And they came closest after hitting the crossbar and a couple strikes, especially from Ricardo Dennis as well. So, yeah, I think encouraging for both teams. I think the team talk from both teams' perspective will be a positive one. In other words, continue what you're doing in terms of getting forward, but you want to be a little bit more clinical. Good to see Fabian McCarthy in the squad list as well for double holding from his broken leg, which put him out of half of last season.
Yeah, pretty much.
He was a huge loss. Don't expect him to be in the starting lineup, but
yeah,
great to see that he's in the squad. One of the best midfielders in the country, defensive midfielders, Fabian McCarthy. Very surprised that he hasn't had more caps behind his name for the national team.
Especially with the fact that it's a position that is necessary to be filled in the national team.
He is so good, very calm on the ball.
Let's see, Arnett.
Yeah,
that's Peter Harrison, the custodian.
Yeah, goalkeeper Peter Harrison. He'll be coming into action eventually.
Well, teams are getting ready to make their mark for the second half.
So interesting to see Peter Harrison just sitting there. As we said, he will be in action soon. We wonder where, because he was the main man between the sticks for Molynes United last season. But an onlooker this season, Maximus Davis, who was on the bench for the majority of last season, preferred. There's Fabian Reid, otherwise known as Parker Blacks.
Will be leaving tomorrow. He won't be playing for Hanek Gardens this season, or let me just say up until January, because he's supposed to go off to India, we hear. Fabian Reid. Of course, it's going to be a big loss for Hanek Gardens without their top marksman.
Huge loss. Was it 16 goals last season for Fabian Reid in the Premiership? Brilliant season it was. Third highest goal scorer, I believe, at the end of it all.
Yeah, at the end of it all. Behind, of course, the likes of Trevante Stewart and Colin Anderson, both plying their trade overseas now. And Fabian Reid, the third highest scorer, will be leaving in short order.
Jordan Fletcher, a year and a half ago, did take his football to India and had great success in the Indian Premiership. And now Fabian Reid will be heading in that direction. Certainly wish him all the best.
Not quite as fanciful as the Indian Premier League in cricket, of course.
Yeah, but great to see that, you know, Jamaican and Caribbean footballers getting opportunities outside of the Caribbean as well.
Well, he would have been used to opportunities outside of the Caribbean. Remember, he was in the TNT Premier League as well.
Which is in the Caribbean.
Which is in... I heard outside of Jamaica, but I get the I get the point. Thank you very much, Chris Taylor. Yeah.
But he has had quite a bit of exposure, as you said, at the back end. You would think at the back end of his career, but scored 16 goals last season, really rejuvenated the Arsenal, the Arnett front line. But
they do play like Arsenal sometimes, to be fair.
But yeah, more and more players getting opportunities overseas. Great to see, learning new cultures, new languages, new styles of football, and it can only add to the landscape in Jamaica.
Yep. But a lot of these players, when you ask them about their ambition, they often speak about traveling overseas and playing overseas and getting the proper financial benefits that come with traveling. And
a lot of times the Jamaican Premier League teams just haven't necessarily been able to facilitate that in terms of the same financial rewards.
Oh, yeah.
That a lot of the other leagues have. Obviously, everybody wants to go and play in the English Premier League and so on. You've just seen Dejan Richards, you know, get through in the Chelsea academy, but that opportunity not there for everyone, and there are a lot of other leagues that, as you said, you can build a good professional career.
Well, the second half is now underway, and immediately there's a coming together that requires some medical attention, maybe. Just got the wind knocked out of him, I felt. But Jason Dyer getting a talking to from referee Perry.
It was a hard blow. Frankson taking the hit.
Took it well. Back on his feet. Vere applying the press. Molynes United doing well to get out of their own defensive third. And here they are looking to transition once more. And that's put into touch. Molynes United would want to give a little bit more in the attacking third. I guess it can be said that they conceded more chances in that first half. Vere United looking sprightly in the first 45 minutes, which is not a term that we would use often last season when you speak about the type of football that they actually played, Vere United. But I also got the impression that usually a team, whether they be the new boys or an unfancied team, that they usually tend to run out of steam in the latter part of the season. But Vere last year started out pretty slowly and then managed to be more solid as the season progressed, picking up a number of drawn results. Here they are trying to make their way into the attacking third, and those studs were showing, and having seen enough and given a lot of blighs, so to speak. Referee Perry shows the yellow card to, I think it's Sujay Graham, who is in the book now.
Yeah, the defensive midfielder. That will be painful. Taraj Andrews on the receiving end. Acquired last season, Taraj Andrews from Real Mona Football Club.
Yep, Real Mona, of course, in the lower leagues of Jamaica's football.
The Major League.
Yep. But there are some really good teams with pedigree in the lower leagues. We're talking about the likes of Real Mona, Santos. Would be a big thing if Santos manages to get back to the highest level of club football in Jamaica.
The names sound fancy.
Boys Town as well, another team in the lower leagues.
Yeah, well, Boys Town has spent a lot of time in the Premier League.
They did.
Got demoted in the late 90s, early 2000s, and then got back into the Premier League. I think it was 2003.
Yep.
And since then, I've been demoted again.
All that time they were led by one Andrew Price. Of course, Carl Brown have been involved with Boys Town from the football aspect. Lindell Wright from the cricketing side, a former manager of the national cricket team. Oh, that's a lovely touch forward from Livingston. Looks up, sees some support. Was there a handball there? That would have been cruel if it was given, I feel. And now it goes the other way. And Dennis wins it. Twisting, turning. Dennis finally goes down. A free kick awarded to Vere United.
Good play by Dennis, holding up the ball well. Winning a free kick in a dangerous position. But yeah, good skill by Livingston at this end. Look at this from Livingston. Nice skill, good pace, but the pass here, not good enough. Yeah, definitely never a penalty. Certainly hit the hand of Brown, but it wasn't heading towards a Molynes player by any means. That pass from Livingston, though, a bit disappointing. Had enough blue shirts around to find one and couldn't.
Or even probably go himself. Had a few yards to work with, but he still remains a dangerous outlet. But he really has to add the assists and goals to his name to be feared, in order to be feared in this league. Free kick in position A1 for Vere United. 3 players behind it as Maximus Davis makes sure that his wall is set up properly. What, 5 players inside the wall. It is going to be Neil off the woodwork again. Vere United. Ball played inside the area. Headed out, but not too far out. Kept in play. And Molynes United with the clearance. And that's gone out into touch. But for the second time in this game, Vere United finding the woodwork.
Yeah, Neil always talented from the dead ball situations. Good technician. And yeah, Davis was in trouble. And yet again, as you said, the frame of the goal bailing him out. Unfortunate for Neil, who holds his head. And again, Vere United with the best opportunity of the half.
Ball switched over to the right-hand side. Livingston should get there and does. Beat his marker. Vere might be in trouble here. It's Livingston! Fabulous save from Williams. He had to go full stretch and reacted so quickly to get the hand on it. What a save that was by the Vere custodian, denying Livingston.
Well, he heard your news flash this time. Decided not to pass, but to go his own. And that was the right decision from Livingston on this occasion. Good strike, good technique. Williams equal to the task.
The game may have gone into a next gear here. And here is Gordon. Livingston finding Gordon again. Cutting inside, and then the interception made at the vital time by Steve Pinnock. As we take a look at the opportunity there for Livingston.
Good skill, good pace again by Livingston. Then it's opening up his body well to engage that right foot. This time no pass, but the shot. Oh, so close.
There has to be a goal in this game, surely. Ain't no way this is ending goalless.
First match of last season for Vere United ended 1-1. First match of the season for Molynes last season ended in a 2-1 loss. So both scored in their opening games. It was a tough start as well for Molynes. Vere United started with 2 draws from their first 5 matches and 3 losses. Molynes United had 3 losses as well from their first 5 games, but they had 2 wins.
Either very hot or very cold.
Not much in between.
Pinnock was in the way. And now Brown finding Graham. Graham needing some help. And Phillips couldn't get by his marker. Brown touching that one inside, and Nelson plays it forward. This could be an opportunity for Molynes United. Wright does really well. What a turn that was. Jason Wright trying to slip that one through, and Pinnock is back there. But the ball is kept alive, and a free kick given. Tevin Scott was cut down, and it's a free kick to Molynes United now.
Yeah, they'll have their turn at the dead ball. Similar position to where Lamar Neal had his free kick. Very dangerous. Just wonder if this will be Jeremy Nelson again, who didn't hit the target the first time out. Or will Jason Wright show some interest?
I'm thinking possibly Jason Wright here. Although Nelson is the one who's spotted this. But it's just outside the D. Enough space for the ball to go over the wall and under the bar. Williams has come up big so far in the second half. And maybe this is the calling of Jason Wright. With a 4-man wall set up by Vere United, who will take it?
It's in his range as well.
It is. It is Jason Wright.
Good trajectory on it from Wright, but just over. Dipping, but not enough in time. Williams was concerned.
To be fair, Williams usually looks concerned, but I think he had that covered.
Yeah.
Flicked on header there, and that was the most convincing clearance. And free kick will go against Dennis. Holding his leg in the process. I think he should be okay. There's a challenge. Yeah, Dennis was definitely trying to win that one and committed the infringement. Gordon. Oh, that's a clumsy challenge that came in from Brown. And the yellow card out. And Perry showing it to the captain, who said no hard feelings to his counterpart.
Yeah, not the best challenge from Brown. Has had his fair share of cards last season, Brown.
Yeah, he does the dirty work.
Still think he's an integral component to this Vere team.
Nelson with a free kick. Was looking for runners. They do get the corner kick, Molynes United. Here is the corner kick for Molynes United, sent inside at the back post. And the whistle goes, free kick to Vere United. Molynes United is winning it back, but they've lost it. Pinnock was in the way. Graham back to Pinnock, sending this one to the edge of the box. And there's a shot well wide of the mark.
What? There is Carlos Brown, national cricketer. He's actually the brother of Javon Brown. And played for the Jamaica franchise cricket team. Actually missed out on a selection to the Super 50, but plays in the 4-day team, Carlos Brown, and applies his trade at St. Catherine Cricket Club. Very talented batsman. Played for Jamaica at the under-19 level as well. And an avid supporter of his brother Javon Brown, who so far today has had a really good game in the first 59 minutes or so. The number 22 for the Molynes team.
Did see another cricketer yesterday in Damani Sewell.
Yes.
He's who now leads Lime Hall in their quest. There's Javon Brown.
Yeah.
So leading Lime Hall in their quest for good progress in the Vere National Premier League.
Carlos has played a bit of football as well when he was at Innswood, the brother of Javon, and as you said, in fact, both of them big supporters of each other. I've seen Javon quite a bit at cricket matches. On the other hand, he says he doesn't play any cricket at all.
Oh, that's a lovely ball played through. Flag stays down. What a challenge that is. Well, that was a delightful challenge.
Time to perfection.
Yeah.
From Frankson. I'm sure it's Frankson. It is Frankson. Well done. No complaints from the defensive midfielder, Graham. And we've seen some well-timed challenges right throughout this game at either end of the park. And this time it's Frankson. Critical. For defensive midfielder, Graham does get forward quite a bit, doesn't he? In these Vere attacks. It's not the first time he's found himself into the box.
Of course, we encourage you to download the SportsMax app today from the Google Play or the App Store and get your fix on a lot of sporting content on the home of champions, including the Jamaica Premier League and schoolboy football, which is free on SportsMax Plus. Once you download the SportsMax app, you really don't pay any money to watch SportsMax Plus, and a lot of content is on that quote-unquote free channel on the app.
It's very user-friendly, I must say. Very easy to access, very easy to scroll through. And as I said, so many options depending on your sport of choice.
So, corner kick to Vere United. I believe that's their first corner of the game. First corner in the game. Came late in the first half from Molynes United. But now it's Vere's turn. What can they do with this delivery? Not a whole lot, but turned out to be some trouble. And Jason Wright looking for options and needed a better pass from the striker. Pinnock doing well considering. Neil looking to stretch the play. It's a lovely find out wide. Dennis couldn't quite keep up the momentum. Neil with some space to work with. Neil just ran out of ideas. Dyer trying to keep it alive. And there's another free kick awarded to Vere United.
Another chance. Who will it be this time? Will it be Neil, who hit the frame the last time? I thought Neil couldn't sort out his feet. Not much in that, but
Dyer
sold it well. No, well, Dyer earned the foul, but I thought before that, when Neil had him run through, that he couldn't sort out his feet in terms of getting a strike away. This a little bit further out. I still think it could be Neil. Brown as well has skill from distance, but I think Brown has said maybe this is too close for him.
Dennis also has the power in his kick. Not sure if he has the finesse though, but let's see.
I would go Neil.
Neil. Dennis. Graham is the one who has now walked away. Who will take it? It is Neil again. No, it's wide of the mark. But Davis scrambled to his right, desperate to cover that post.
Great free kick from Neil. That was excellent work. Did Davis get a touch there?
I thought he made a save actually on that replay.
Miss from Alexi Perry. I think that should be a corner. Well, not much argument from the Vere team, so it's almost as if they were unsighted as well.
Oh, they're giving up the ball in a dangerous spot. Here is Tevin Scott, or almost. Graham, well, Pinnock rather, Davian Pinnock needing some assistance. And it's now time to hear what's happening in the stands. We're hearing drummers. We saw some cheerleaders earlier. And I think Janae is going to join the gang. Janae?
And I am here with the cheerleaders off the pitch. Girls, we have a little choreo for them, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, let's go. Yes, the action is heating up here at Arnett Gardens. Donald, we're having fun over here. I'm sure you are over there. Back to you.
She sounds out of breath.
I think she does sound out of breath, right? But to be fair, she has been very fit in the past, right? She just needs to change what she's wearing and really join the gang.
Well, she was in rhythm.
She was in rhythm. No, she's not a bad dancer. I won't say she's a bad dancer. She's
not
okay.
at all.
right? She has a one style, but she's okay.
What style? She will find you later.
Yeah, I won't be here. Yeah, you're not missing any football. We guarantee it.
And there's still a lot more to come.
Gordon to the byline, then challenge coming in.
Has that been disappointing for you that we haven't seen more from Gordon getting forward? Do you just think it's the dynamics maybe of the team
Maybe.
that hasn't allowed him? Livingston has dominated that side.
Here's the ball coming inside the area. Williams comes out to collect. There has been a change made by Vere United.
So I think Graham has gone out, the defensive midfielder.
No, I think it's actually Pinnock who was actually on the turf in pain.
Pinnock?
Yeah, I think it was Davian Pinnock, the former Championton player who has been taken out.
Yeah, because Graham is still on the park. There he is, Graham.
Another whistle goes. And the yellow card shown to Frankson.
Yeah, that was careless, to say the least, from Frankson.
Okay, so we kind of preempted what took place just now as we confirmed the yellow card shown to Sergini Frankson. Now the change is going to be made by Vere.
And you were right, Pinnock is off.
Yeah, Delane Clark replaces him.
What a standout he was at Central last season. Central High School in the Costa Cup. Went all the way to the final. There's Fakibi Farquharson, very influential player. Farquharson, a lot expected of him.
I think he has come on for Sujay Graham. Well, Neil sends it out wide almost. Frankson, or rather, Livingston was the one trying to get forward just now on the right-hand side. Neil lost it in a dangerous area to Jason Wright. Wright, can he make them pay? Oh, that's a challenge on him. According to referee Perry from Strawn, who had stuck in the leg, and Dennis has to be careful here.
I'm a bit surprised that he won that free kick, but let's see. I actually thought that Jason Wright overran the ball a bit. Let's see it here.
I think it's a combination, you know. It is a combination. He got the ball, but he stepped right on his foot.
His foot went over the ball. Yeah, foot went over the ball. For those who watch the English Premier League, maybe similar to what Curtis Jones did a couple of weeks ago. Did put his foot on the ball first, but then went over the ball onto the player. I mean, Jones was dismissed with a red card. This is certainly not a red card challenge. But yeah.
Well, Molynes United, they have an opportunity now.
And this angle suits Brown.
Yeah, I think so too. The four-man wall set up by Roger Williams. And Brown with the effort. Oh, that's disappointing.
Again, it's over the top from a Molynes perspective. Vere United, they have hit the crossbar twice. Molynes have had a lot of dead ball opportunities in telling areas and just haven't fine-tuned their finishes. Another one over the top.
Tevin Scott, oh, he has been quiet in the second half. He's going to be taken out of the fray. Thorne Simpson coming on, the number 9 for Molynes United.
Another change as well.
Johnny Flemings replacing Javon Brown.
Bit surprised that Brown was taken off. One of the best players on the park for
Wondering
Molynes United. Wonder if it's a bit of fatigue setting in.
Yeah, or injury. Oh, doing some good work in the early stages there. Thorne Simpson. There's the big striker. Hoping to live up to his name against this defense from Vere United. Nelson does well. Well, the free kick goes in favor of Vere United. And Alvin Strom goes down again.
Alexi Perry not happy. As it was a challenge, there's a yellow card produced. Palm of the recipient.
Yep, Jane Palmer. The yellow card shown to Molynes United's number 13. Phillips can't get there. At stages, this game just bursts into life.
Is this one of those stages?
Maybe. With about just over 15 minutes to go before stoppages, Gordon was fouled. Hasn't quite had it his own way. Hasn't seen a lot of the ball though, Enrique Gordon. For Falkland, he did play in a back five situation, so he was more of a wing back for them. There he is punting that one long. That's a good ball. And there is Simpson playing it inside the area.
Not a bad pass by Simpson at all. Unfortunately, the right couldn't turn, but that was good work from Simpson. Using his body well, his strength.
Neil lost it. Gordon with the dink. And now the header out wide looking for Livingston. Nelson. Ball played inside, not clear properly. Simpson. His effort blocked by Strawn. And it goes behind for a corner kick. It's a third corner kick coming up for Molynes United. Corner kick coming up. Here's the ball inside, headed away. Well, not really. Wright was trying to settle and take the shot. Now here's the effort that comes straight through to Williams. Well, almost found Dyer there. And that one is booted into touch. Yeah, he's going to need some attention in the aftermath of that collision. As we take a look at the SportsMax app moment of the game, and here it is, and it's Livingston who broke free here and firing that one inside, and Roger Williams with a proper save there. Livingston driving that one full force, and Williams was pretty much equal to the task. Yeah, wonderful stuff. That's our SportsMax app moment of the game, courtesy of the SportsMax app. They're still getting some treatment. Play resumes. Went down in a heap there, did Simpson, and he got the free kick in his favor. Trying to move quickly, but it's wasted there by Nelson. Johnny Fleming's unable to advance to the liking of Nelson. Vere United, we're making another change here. Jason Dyer is coming off. Shaquille Notice comes on for the striker. Again, some good work at the back by Alwyn Strawn. Covering most areas along that back line really well, the centre back. Ball coming inside from Livingston, and that's put into touch. right. There's delivery inside, and it was poor in the end from out wide. Oh, that's a lovely ball through. The keeper is off his line, but Simpson! Not quite a thorn on the side of Vere United, but he should have done better there.
Nice pass through the middle again, and Simpson, he has had really good energy about him since coming onto the park, and that strike just wide. Had that been on target, I think he would have found the back of the net. Certainly think that Williams would have been beaten to the near post, especially with the height of that strike. Yeah, Simpson continues to cause trouble since his inclusion.
Oh, that's given up too easily. Neal switching the play. Flag stays down. Farquharson. Fakibi Farquharson. Getting his teammates now involved. That's a lovely turn, but the shot straight to goalkeeper Davis. Again, the ball over the top, the flag stays down. Wright was trying to get there. Flemings, well, the whistle goes, and it's a free kick against Wright, who is looking to give some assistance there after that collision. Vere with the possession, and went down easily there, did Farquharson. Oh, that's a lovely touch from Wright out wide, and Livingston is bearing down on to the byline, looking for options. Livingston twisting, turning, sending that one inside. Still an opportunity here for Molynes. Flemings straight to Roger Williams.
Piling on the pressure, Molynes. Good goalkeeping though from Williams.
Almost feels as if Vere United, they're on the rope here in the final stages of this game. And Molynes United trying to provide the knockout punch. Nelson inside to Wright. Oh, that's lovely skill. Back to Nelson, Nelson out wide. The ball coming inside from Livingston, and the header from Nelson. Not a lot of power behind it. And another blue wave. Referee saying that challenge on Flemings illegal. Get the chip inside the area, and Simpson couldn't do a lot with it. And Neal. And Farquharson was clipped. Jaheim Palmer has to be careful. He's on a yellow card.
I wonder if he knows that.
Who knows? Crowd building all the time, eager for the second match to get underway. It's expected to be a really good one. Arnett Gardens up against Dunby Holden. And Vere is the Arnett contingent, at least part of it. Well, no, actually. Used to be a part of the Arnett Gardens contingent, Damien Hyatt.
Won titles with Arnett Gardens.
Yeah, his face is synonymous with Arnett Gardens still, but now with the Dunby Holden camp.
There's Eric Edwards, who is the main man between the sticks for Arnett Gardens now.
Yeah.
Between these two fixtures, 7 goals produced last season. A 4-2 win for Dunby Holden. And then Arnett Gardens with a hard-fought 1-0 victory. A Fabian Reid winner. He won't be here today. Well, he will be here, but he won't be playing.
Yeah. Picked up by Pinnock. Better safe than sorry for Route 66, Donovan Clark.
Based on the game, quite surprising we haven't seen a goal. And then when most persons see the teams on the list, they'll be saying, how can you be surprised that it's Vere United playing?
Yeah, well, it's a different Vere, to be fair, when you compare them to last year and the outlook that they had.
Just 15 goals last season, but unfortunately for them so far, their goal scoring has...
Livingston plays it through to right. Oh my goodness me, you don't expect that finish from him.
Yeah, well over the top. Hasn't had his shooting boots on today, Jason Wright. In fact, he's yet to, well, he did hit the target with his first attempt, which was that weak left-footed shot in the first half. I'm not sure if that could count. But yeah, hasn't been his clinical best. Good link-up play. Lots of touches around the 18, but not that definitive strike yet.
Jermaine Teddy Johnson is in the stands. He's in the red. Of course, Teddy Johnson is not with Tivoli Gardens anymore, not the head coach there. Well, the substitute has come off, Farquharson. Ball played forward in the attacking third. What can Vere United do with this? Burton and now Neil. Well, the finishing has been disappointing, to say the very least, Chris Taylor.
Yeah, it's been very consistent.
in its disappointment.
Yeah. First game of the season, you do expect a bit of rust, a bit of uneasiness, maybe inside the area. Will take a while for the teams to click.
Well, here they are again. Vere United, Shaquille Notice was fouled. Here's an opportunity for Pinnock. Pinnock sends this one inside and the hurried clearance. Ball sent high inside the area. We're supposed to have a discussion about who the player of the match is. But that's a wonderful turn. Here's the dink inside the area, headed away. And that is going to be collected by Davis. I mean, you have to look at the back line of both these teams if you are to select a man of the match here. Well, that ball played through. The flag stays down. The deflected effort straight to Roger Williams.
Yeah, Williams has been solid as well. Not much in it between these two teams. Both goalkeepers have made a few saves as well. You'd have to say that coming into this, Molynes would have been slight favourites. Based on what they would have done last season. They did the double over Vere United, finished high on the table, and much better in terms of goal scoring. So they would have come in with a slight edge, but Vere United have kept them out. 37 goals last season compared to just 15 for Vere. And actually Vere have probably come closest if you're to analyse the 90 minutes.
Yeah, I think so. Because Brown has also been instrumental for Vere United, talking about their number 8, Javier Brown, but here is Jason Wright. The dink to Livingston. Oh, that's a wonderful, well.
Must have just been outside the area. Almost looked like it was on the line, and a yellow card
is going to come out and is shown to Strawn. I actually thought he got the ball, you know, but let's see on the replay here. I think Strawn was favoured to get there, but Livingston is so quick. I think that's a really good challenge.
That's such a good challenge. Actually, Strawn has had an excellent game too. You remember that was a fair challenge from Strawn. For me, in this game,
it's the second time that he has made it. Well, obviously he's penalised for this one,
yeah.
But
it's between Strawn and Williams for me. Especially if the scoreline remains the same, I would be leaning towards Vere United in terms of picking up that award. Denying this Molynes team, who have, on paper, have more in attack. They offer more, and they have had more production. Yeah, I think Strawn very unlucky to be penalised for that, and the card is out again.
Yeah, Dennis has been offering a lot of lip service this evening.
Yeah, he's been chirping a lot.
Now they have to concentrate here in defending this one. By our watch, 4 minutes of stoppages are up. And Molynes United could try and win this one at the death here. They have committed players forward. It's Nelson behind this one. Can he be the provider in chief for this set piece? Two-man wall in front of him. And here we go. Molynes looking to steal this one. And that's headed behind.
Goal kick.
And it's a goal kick awarded.
Yeah, off a blue shirt in the end. It is Strawn who is down, who committed himself as well. Let me tell you, Strawn has had a really good game. In fact, Strawn might be edging it over Williams at this point, because we do remember that opportunity for Jason Wright in that first half. It was thrown as well. And then there was another overlapping run, I think, being made by Livingston, if memory serves me correct, where he put in a sliding challenge, Strawn. So in fact, the few really good 18-yard opportunities that Molynes have had, Strawn has been in the thick of about 3 or 4 of them.
And he shouldn't have been at fault at the challenge on Livingston.
It was a fair challenge. It was a fair challenge.
I would award it to him.
Yeah, I think Strawn right up there. Eugene still in the house. Eugene Williams. Been involved with this club, Arnett Gardens, for such a long time. At the high school level, won as a captain with Charlie Smith, now the head coach, Charlie Smith. Expected to go deep in the Manning Cup this season, not to be falling at the first round. But an avid football supporter, generally, Eugene Big Head Williams.
Affectionately called Big Head for...
Yeah, he knows that.
Well, he knows, but I'm not sure if our viewers are aware of the situation. They may have been lining up a tweet as we speak.
The Caribbean do have some electric nicknames, don't they?
Indeed.
Yes. And sometimes very basic and quite to the point.
Indeed.
There's a famous soup. Donald, you have received your cup as yet?
Not as yet.
Ah, it's running short. Look at that. Oh, she's deep into the...
No, it has to go
Dutch
a little
pot?
bit lower, I think, to get the proper soup. You know what I'm saying? Can't be skimming anything off the top. So a little bit lower, and then I'll...
Indulge.
Maybe. I need a personal assistant, though, so maybe I'll have to get one. Oh, that was an anticlimactic end to this game. And it's a goalless affair yet again. And it's all squared between these two, Molynes United and Vere United. Both teams pretty much gave what they got. Molynes United had the momentum closer to the end of this one, but again, they couldn't convert. Same story for Vere United, who started off strongly though, but they couldn't take their chances. Actually, they did hit the woodwork on a couple of occasions. The coaches pretty satisfied for the opener, and the fact that they share the spoils, consider them fortunate with it. After 90 minutes 0-0, Molynes United and Vere United. Well, as we take a look at the full-time highlights there, and this one hit the bar. Pinnock with the effort there, scutting inside on his right foot, and then the woodwork was in the way, and then that effort was wide of the target, and Roger Williams, who would have more difficult circumstances. Neal with the header, saved by Davis, and then Williams was in some trouble there. Brown laying it back, and then the lofted ball inside the area. Livingston, yeah, couldn't really find the corner, and Wright with a wonderful turn there, and could produce much from his left foot, and that was another big chance for Molynes United. And Dennis making his way inside the area. That was a strong hand coming in from Davis. And then this free kick from Lamar Neal hitting the woodwork. And they came close. They came so close. As there's an opportunity. It's fired inside. Livingston with a wonderful hit for Jay Williams. with a fabulous save, and then this effort from Jason Wright going over the top. Livingston again involved, sending this one across. Flemings couldn't quite get there. Or Flemings is the one with the resulting effort after Thorne. Simpson couldn't get there initially. As we take a look at the full-time highlights, Molynes United with 22 shots, 8 on target. Vere United with just 3 shots on target from their 18. 19 fouls committed by Vere, 15 by Molynes United. Quite a few yellow cards were shown in this one, 5. And we see the possession 52% in favor of Molynes United.
Roger, congrats on the Man of the Match award. I see you sporting a new hairstyle for the new Premier League. Tell me about it.
Well, it's just an instinct. I don't tell myself I'm going to start off with a new hairstyle, new design and my flavour, how I want it.
Not necessarily the 3 points for you today, but still a point. How important was it for you to keep a clean sheet and this dangerous Molynes attack, keep them away?
Well, I was planned for this game from overnight, dream about it, think about it. My first game against Molynes, I don't tell myself I want to start off with a clean sheet, and so it's so done.
How do you feel about the team's performance generally, and what do you expect for this season for Vere United?
Well, I feel confident about my team. I feel well pleased with my team performance. All that we just did not get the 3 points. But we're going to go to the training ground and just work on it, because we have an aim to go to the top 6, but it's take each game at a time.
Keep doing well, Roger. Congrats on the Man of the Match. Enjoy the hairstyle. We certainly are.
Thank you.
Roger Williams there, Man of the Match. Goalkeeper for Vere United. New blonde-topped look. And Alex Thomas comes into frame. Alex, not necessarily the 3 points you would have wanted, but at the end of it, a point, would you think fair result based on the proceedings?
Fair result enough, you know. First game of the season, that's a good way to start, a 1 point off, you know, and then we move on to the next phase.
Using Javon Brown in a more advanced role, we noticed this season. We thought that added something in terms of the middle of the park. Good link-up play generally with the team, with Jason and company, but that cutting edge in the front line, not quite there today.
Not quite there today, and not quite there as yet. You know, it's the early part of the season, and we know we have a lot of work to be done. So, you know, we'll go back to the playing pitch to fix everything.
All right, we've talked about the top end. We know that Molynes is very expressive up front. One of the things last season you wanted to improve was those 48 goals you conceded. How do you feel now about keeping a clean sheet first game of the season? How did the defence line look to you?
It's a blessing, you know, to keep a clean sheet. Not only the defence line, but the overall team was set up defensively and organised, and well done to the team.
All right, good performance today. We look forward to seeing what you come with in the coming weeks.
Thank you very much.
Alex Thomas there, head coach of Molynes, did the double over the Vere United team last season. This time just able to come away with a point. Well, Linval, you started with a draw last season. You start with a draw this season. Talk to me through these 90 minutes.
Oh, well, a good 90 minutes for us. You know, I think we start really well, you know, start on an high in the first half. Yet created some chances, and should have at least take one of them, you know, but so the nature of the game, and I love what I see from my team, and hopefully, you know, we can continue on that trend.
Yeah, on air we spoke about it as well, that last season Vere didn't create a lot of opportunities. You only scored 15 goals. But this season, it seemed a lot more innovative. You got the ball into wide areas. You had more players getting into the 18-yard box. You came closest in terms of scoring, but just couldn't find the back of the net. So that is promising.
Yeah, well, so that's a plus for us. That's a plus for us, because we've been working this season, getting numbers inside of the box, you know, get great opportunity and score, you know. But today, you know, we're scoring boots never on. But, you know, again, a work in progress, and we really love what we see today, and, you know, we can build on that.
And of course, a Molynes team that would have done the double over you last season, to even come away with some positivity is added things going forward. Talk to me as well about the resources in the team. How are you happy with the complement of the squad? Do you think that these players can get it done for you?
Yes, you know, and we have a few players again, you know, in the back door, you know, coming, and of course, you know, the young stadium from schoolboy will be
will be a part of it soon.
Part of the troop and so on. So we like the new class of play that we have this time, and, you know, hopefully it can bring us a far way in the league.
There's a smile on your face. There's positivity in your attitude. So we look forward to a growing Vere United. All the best, Linval. Congrats.
Thank you very much, my brother.
So 0-0 here at the Anthony Sports Complex between Molynes United and Vere United. Yeah, a truce is called, and both teams with a point after this fixture.